And the top of the morning to you. Welcome along to Chris Reardon's United Kingdom Talk, an hour of chat and fun. And I'm touched this morning. I'm touched. No one's touching me, to be honest, but I'd like you to. If you've got a spare 5 minutes, do come round and give me a bit of a touch, okay? I'm touched this morning because we're just listening to Terry Turner's show from Friday. If you missed it, you can go to our podcast site. All the shows are held on our podcast site, unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. At the top it says click download podcast. It's the one there. The Terry Turner show, Terry Turner and Travis Mitchell, dated the 3rd of December, and he said, Chris Reardon is a true friend. Oh, I'm touched. At last I have one, Terry. Terry Turner said publicly on air that I am a true friend. So thank you for that one, Terry. Actually, you know what? There's probably very, very few true friends that we've all got, I reckon, don't you? I think I can probably count on one hand the people I can really rely on, who I shall now name, boys and girls. I shall now name the people that would come to my house in my hour of need. You know, probably, well, one of them certainly would turn up with a load of papers, hoping that I'm going to sign them for him so that he gets my money and house. I cannot reveal his name, but he is my best friend, Ronnie. He absolutely would. He'd turn up here with a load of papers and a solicitor, thinking that he's going to... And I've told him before, there's nothing for him at all. I'll tell you who they are. There's my friend Richard in London. None of these people will be listening now, okay? Richard in London, he would be here. Justin, my friend in Hemel Hempstead, who runs the pub, he would be... I know this because they've in hours of illness, I have had these people here before. You know, they have arrived. There's Richard, there's Justin. Ronnie would probably come. Although I'm not 100% sure of that. He'd probably come. So there's him. Millie in Minnesota, if she lived nearer, she would come. Absolutely. I know it. Millie in Minnesota would absolutely come. Now, is that it? My sister wouldn't come because she can't leave the dogs. My sister's got 3 wonderful dogs, and she doesn't like to leave them for too long. She won't go on holiday. I've offered to take her on many holidays before. She won't come. Can't leave the dogs. Oh, I can't leave my dogs. She wouldn't come. Okay, so that's it. I think there's about 3 people. Now, let me think carefully. Have I missed anyone out? I don't think I have. Actually, no, let me think. I think that's about it. That's about it. Richard and Justin and Ronnie, and that's it. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Let me think. Where could be one other? No. These are people that would come to my house if I asked. Actually, I think Victoria would as well. There's a lady I call Victoria. I will not point her out where she is or whatever. I think Victoria would probably come as well. And that's about it. 4 people. Out of all the people I know, there would be 4 people that would turn up in my desperate hour of need, one of which would bring solicitor's papers with him and try and get hold of my money and house. Or houses. They would. What about you? Think very carefully, boys and girls. Have you been sick before? Ill somewhere? Maybe in a hospital. Maybe it's a little bit badder than I'm making out here. Maybe it was pretty desperate. How many of your so-called friends actually turned up to see you? All this old twaddle about being too busy. I mean, I had all this when my dear friend died this year, Gwen. The lady who followed me around doing the karaoke for years. I told many people that knew her that she had just a few days left. And, you know, I can't get up there at the moment. I'm too busy. Too busy to go and see a dying lady. Do you know what I actually think of these people now? I'm not even going to say it. Too busy. I'm too busy. And people would say, oh, yeah, you know, people have got excuses. They are too busy. Well, fine. Perhaps we'll be too busy to see you when you're dying. How many real friends have you got? Join in if you're with us live this morning. We'd love to talk to you on the phone about this. We have a local London phone number. This is not a premium rate number, as I like to keep saying. You get some people, I heard someone here, oh no, I don't think it's a normal number. Oh, I think it's a premium rate number. You know nothing, absolute nothing. It is not a premium rate number. Get your facts right. It's a local London number. And the number is 020 3287 1488. Now, only use that number if you're with us live. You will know you're with us live. Have a look at your clock now, or the UK time at the moment. It's 11 minutes past 11 on Thursday, the 9th of December, 2010. Thursday, the 9th of December, 2010. Okay? 12 minutes past 11, roughly, around about there. If that's the time where you are now, you are with us live and you can join in. Once again, the phone number 020 3287 1488. There's also a Skype in. If you have Skype, our Skype username is United Kingdom Radio. All one word, United Kingdom Radio. Click your add contacts and I'll add you there, okay? Whether you're with us live or listening to a recording, you can still join in by email. Always the easiest way to do it. The email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. And already, look who it is, Terry Turner, who I think probably missed the beginning of the show. Because he's not mentioned what I said. You see, you missed the beginning of the show, Terry. And it was all about you. It was all about you. Okay? Now, I'm not going to do it again. You should have been there at 11. You know, when you turn the telly on for the 10 o'clock news and you would get there at 5 past 10. Oh, I've missed the news. Oh, could you start the news again? It's not going to happen, love. And it's not going to happen here either, Terry. If you missed the beginning of the show, very, very disappointed with you. Terry was a little bit concerned last night because he did something to the broadcast computer and he thought he'd... I nearly said a rude word then. He thought he mucked it up, didn't you? Actually, I'll tell you what happened, Terry. I had a quick look, and what you'd done was open 2 simplecasts. So the reason you couldn't get in on the second one is because the first one was already connected. Okay, so that's what went wrong there. So I simply closed them both down and started one up, and it all worked again, functioning within normal perimeters. Thank you very much. He says, Terry says, I was here, but the new test stream I was listening to is stuttering. Okay. Oh, have you done something? Yeah, it should be 32, actually. Shall I change that myself? I'm going to change that myself for you. Sorry, we're just doing a little technical thing here. Yeah, you got the wrong. It should be 32. I'll configure 32. 1 second. Be with you in a second, boys and girls. 1 second. 32 dual mono. There we are. 32, 4, that's it, 32, okay, that's it, let's try that now. I think you got too much going out there, possibly, there we are. Does that work? There we are, I've switched that down now, okay, switch that down for you. Alright, so there we are. What about your friends? Can you count your friends? There you go, here's your chance to tell your friends how wonderful they are. Send us an email or join in on a Skype or phone number. And then when you've told me how wonderful they are, whether you've told me yourself with your own voice or sent a Skype message or an email, you can point them to where this show is. Have a listen to this guy, okay? And then I'll be talking all about them. And then they'll think you're wonderful. And mate, if we get you a better Christmas present, then you were going to do so. Actually, I'm doing that for my friend Ron. I'm getting him a nice... He will die when he sees the Christmas present. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But because it's a little bit expensive, I've decided, and I said to him, I don't think I'm tight. I'm going to leave this one till after Christmas. I hope of saving a few pounds. There's nothing wrong with that. I think everyone should buy their presents after Christmas. On Christmas Day, you could hand everyone an envelope that you intend to purchase a present for, indicating what you're going to buy them, and then, you know, like an I.O.U. And then on the Boxing Day, rush out. You've got to be out early Boxing Day, dear. Oh, not me, thank you very much. Although I might do it this year for this particular item. They're all out there, aren't they? All out there. They do make me laugh. Some of these people who go to like clothes shops to save £3 on a pair of trainers that cost about 70 quid. Why do they do that? Talking of items of clothing, I have purchased a new hat from eBay for my poor little head because I thought on Tuesday I'd lost a hat. There we are. Just put that on there. Let me have a look at myself in the mirror. There we are. On Tuesday, I thought I'd lost a hat not Tuesday before, when I went down to the hospital to give me bloods. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ordered one on eBay, £3.49, and that is with postage and packaging. I mean, that is a bargain, isn't it? £3.49 for a woolen hat. You go down some of these shops here, and I don't like those hats with the bit that sticks up at the back and kind of folds down. What's all that about? And we've done that a few times on this show. Stupid hats. Of course, I think it was the year before last, we had those awful hats with the pigtails hanging down either side. Oh, I hated those. Joe Morris, who still listens to the show, our good friend Joe Morris in Tennessee. By the way, Joe, do you remember sending me about 3 years ago a little wallet with a big T for Tennessee in orange, a little zip on the top? I actually still use that wallet. You see, what you send here is used time and time again. And talking about sending things in, I'm going to give you a postal address in a minute, just in case we've got anyone who wants to send a late Christmas card in. We have had a couple of deliveries today. Okay, I will be giving you the postal address very, very shortly. All right. Is that not working, Terry? Are you not happy with that? Well, the other one's 32. It must be your system then. The other one, I'm going to stop it. I'm not happy with that at all. No, stopping that one. There we are. Stopped. Okay, Terry, we'll play with that later on, not while we're doing the show. Where was I now? Oh, yes. A couple of items have arrived in the post today, so we must open those. Should I leave my hat on? I can't decide. It's a very warm hat, I must say. £3.49 for woolen hats. There's no I'm a bit disappointed. There's no bobble on the top. I do like a bobble hat, don't you? Do you like bobble hats? You don't see many of those anymore, do you? I wonder what sort of reaction it would get from the general public if I started going out shopping in a bobble hat. Can you make those? Like pom-poms, can't you? Have you ever made a pom-pom? You get a bit of a circular card, don't you? And you get this wool and you just keep wrapping it round and around and around. And then when you're finished, obviously as you wrap it round and round, the hole in the middle gets smaller and smaller. How do you force the bit of wool? That must be quite difficult at the end. Maybe you put a needle on it, do you? To put the wool through the round bit of cardboard. And then when it's finished and it's nice and puffy, then you cut round the outside and then carefully remove the cardboard and tie another bit round the middle and you puff it out and you have a pom-pom. Aren't they funny things? Pom-poms. And I love the word pom-pom, don't you? Right, let me get my my mail here, please. Thank you very much. Mail has arrived. Go and get yourself a pen in case you want to send something in. No, I haven't actually looked in here. I promise Kath, who has sent these things in, that I haven't actually looked in here, okay? First of all, Kath sends one of her now obligatory beautiful cards that she carefully chooses. You know, Kath is in Wales, incidentally. She's not one of these people who just grabs any old card off the shelf and sends it through. I mean, to be honest, that's the sort of thing I would do. I actually don't send Christmas cards. I think they're a terrific waste of money. I really do. However, saying that, it is always very nice to receive them. If you was to send a Christmas card, I would be grateful. But if you don't want to send one, that's fine as well. Because I personally don't send them myself. All right? It's a bit different. You know, certainly friends and family. I just don't see the point in sending cards. I really don't. But to do a show and get cards from people that you've never met, that is something else. It really is. And it's very kind of you, Kath, to send this in. Now, she sent me a picture this time of 3 beautiful little cats. There are 2 ginger ones either side, a little black and white one in the middle. Well, not actually, they're kittens. We like kittens. We need more kittens in this world. I think I should purchase 10 kittens. Oh, I can't, can I, because of the asthma. I'd love 10 or so kittens in the house. But we like kittens. Yes. And Kath in Wales writes, "Hi, Chris. I came across this calendar and instantly thought of you." I haven't looked at the calendar yet, okay? "There's some magical pictures on it. Hope you like it. The kittens on the card," once again, 2 ginger ones, and like a black and white tabby one. We like tabby. We do like tabby. "Hope you like it. The kittens on the card are lovely, but I can't keep up with what Ron is calling the twins. He is going to have them confused." I told him about that. But he has now settled for the names Louis and Vuitton. Apparently, these people are designers. I'd never heard of them before. I'm not a designer type person, as you know. I do not see the point in spending £500 on one shirt. He would do that. I certainly wouldn't. You can get a car for that, for Christ's sake. 500 quid, can't you? Louis and Vuitton are his 2 cats, who instantly attacked him the other night while he was in bed. Good. I'm pleased that happened. She says, "Hope you're keeping well. Regards from Kath. God bless." Yes, I am keeping well, actually. Now, you remember Tuesday, I thought I had a chest infection coming. Okay, I finished the show Tuesday. Now, the thing is, when you're sitting here doing a show, you're kind of... How can I put this? You get a buzz, okay? You're buzzing away. The whole hour is buzz, 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 buzz. And you finish the show, and if you've got any sort of illness, you'll come down with a bang, bang. And I finished the show on Tuesday, and I did feel quite ill. And very quickly, Ron rang me just after the show. He was coming to my house, dropping his other half off, and then coming over here. And when he rang, I thought, "Oh, hello." He said, "Oh, are you all right?" I said, "No, I'm not. I feel dreadful." And I felt dreadful Tuesday. And that's the funny thing is, I didn't feel dreadful while I was doing the show. Anyway, I did on Tuesday, and I was coughing, and I had that phlegmy cough. I thought, not another blooming chest infection, and I thought I was going to come down with it. Well, I was off Tuesday night, so what did we do? We went out to... Can't remember now. What did we do? Oh, yeah, we went straight out to the carvery in Langley, with a roast dinner, very nice, £5.25. And we went mad and had an ice cream with butterscotch sauce and a flaking for an extra £1.50. Very nice indeed. And then we went over to the DIY place here in Bracknell, one of the DIY places, in particular Sainsbury's home base, because when I go on holiday... I go on the 13th of January. That day, Ronnie moves into the house, probably with his other half as well. And he will be, he won't be actually doing it, but he will be supervising the decorating of either 3 or 4 of my rooms. You see, how can I put this? To me, a house is somewhere it's somewhere to live. When it comes to decorating, colours, all that business, I haven't got a blooming clue. Seriously. The room downstairs was decorated by my lodger about 14 years ago. It's the same with the kitchen, I'm afraid. And the spare room, well, my nephew and his girlfriend done that just about 1.5 years ago. But since we moved back into the Mirable studio, along with all the bits and pieces, there's now holes in the wall where things were put up, and of course the black curtain and the TV screen that used to be behind me on the wall, that's all come off the wall, and there's left holes, so that all has to be fixed. So they're the 3 rooms, and possibly the hallway as well. I don't know yet. It depends on sort of time's constrictions. So I've kind of given him almost a free hand in what to do. So we went out and got these colour charts, and he says, "Okay, mark off colour charts, the colours that you like." So I did. And he's looking at these, he says, "Well, I think I'm going to have to change all of these." And I'm like, "Well, what's wrong with it?" You see, I like very bright or dark, bold colours. None of these pastel colours. It's all very wishy-washy, isn't it, eh? Pastel yellow, white with a hint of pink. Or very light green. I mean, what's the point? You might as well just have everything white. I like big, bold colours, you know, really strong colours. That's what I like. Of course, I showed him the colour chart of the things I'd marked up. He didn't like any of them, did he? And we'll just get on with it. He said, well, the wardrobe in your bedroom's good. I said, the wardrobe is not good. I've got this wardrobe in the bedroom, right? And ever since I've known him, coming on 20 years now, he has moaned about this wardrobe in the bedroom. I don't know what he's got against it. It's done nothing to him. He said it's a built-in wardrobe, and it's fully functional, and the wood is not rotting, the paint is not peeling, there's nothing wrong. It's got shelves in it, there's nothing wrong with it. And he is intent on getting rid of this wardrobe. And I said to him, you are not getting rid of that wardrobe. Besides, I'm not having the bedroom done. Leave it alone. But the spare room, that also has like a built-in wardrobe. I do quite like, the idea is had there, is on the front are 2 wooden doors that slide across. He says it would be a great idea to replace those wooden doors with mirrored moving doors, like big mirrors that you would close and open. I just think that's a bit of an unnecessary expense, really. I'm not a very good homemaker, am I? You see, things to me are functional. Nothing really matches. I mean, in here, the curtains, I mean, they keep the light out, yes. They don't really match anything, but it doesn't bother me. And that's the other thing. He's started going on about changing the curtains now. I mean, I only want the rooms painted. I don't want new curtains and all this, that and the other, and a new wardrobe. Besides, you know, if I was to take out I've said before, if I was to take out the wardrobe in my bedroom, right, you know, what happens then? You have to buy another one. What's the point of that? It's just money wanting to be spent all the time. I don't understand it. The wardrobe I've got does. It's perfect. It works for me. Got all my pants and things in there. Well, not many pants because I don't wear them. Oh, it's just something else to wash, isn't it? You know. So there we are. So we got these colour charts. And then we sat there and watched a little bit of telly. I didn't feel too well at all, really, Tuesday. And I can't remember what we watched. There was a load of old rubbish on the telly on Tuesday night. Oh, we sat there and watched that boring old Coronation Street, dear. He sits there and watches all these soaps. Coronation Street, EastEnders, Emmerdale. God's sake. I know I'm up here on the computer talking to people. You know, one of my closest friends, Terry Turner, who did point out to me once again on his last show that I am a true friend. I am a true friend. We're always on the phone to each other, dear. Terry Turner and I. I keep telling him he was round here a couple of months ago. He's going to bring round Gavin Bass, I think. He's going to come round here at some point. And who's that other one now? The technical clever boy. What's his name? Travis Mitchell. Why don't you bring them all round? Ryan, Travis, everyone. Eh? We have a little party. I can get jelly and ice cream. There'll be no alcohol. We don't have alcohol here, I'm afraid. No alcohol. Tea, coffee. Might allow you a large bottle of Diet Coke. Okay? That'd be quite nice. Yes, all come round here. So that was my Tuesday. Then he went home about 9 o'clock. I came up here into the Mirable Studios to do a bit of work. Do you ever find that, you know, when you start on your computer and then 4 hours have passed? And eventually, I think I went to bed about 3 o'clock on the Wednesday morning. And I got up in the morning and I was better. So the chest infection didn't happen. I thought there was another one coming. But clearly it has been fought off, boys and girls. Okay? There we are. Well, let's go back to what Kath's put. And Kath has sent me a calendar of kittens. Kittens calendar. We love it. Oh my God, there's all these pictures of little kittens. Let's see the January. Oh, maybe I shouldn't look. Is it unlucky? Is it unlucky to look forward to dates and pictures and cats? We like kittens. Oh, let's have a quick look. We've got ginger ones for January. What's that? We've got kind of silver tabby ones for February, which is my birthday in February, incidentally. I shall be 48. On February the 5th, start saving up for your gift now. There's another ginger one for March. Actually, there's a little chart on the back which shows them all there. Oh, beautiful. So thank you for my kittens calendar. Now, I do have a space, and funnily enough, the calendar that's in the kitchen at the moment is like one of these long. It's a long calendar, you know, with a line for each day. And I do have one of these hanging, which of course is nearly out of date now. So I shall replace it with my kittens calendar, as kindly sent in a very long envelope from Kath in Wales. Now, if you want to send anything in, you can do so. For this, or indeed anyone else's show here on United Kingdom Radio. I'll give you the address after I've opened this other package. Actually, is this from Kath? I think I can... This looks like it might be from Kath as well. I hope you haven't been naughty and you have sent me two things, have you? Let's see, I haven't opened this one yet. Let me look. Right, this is a picture of a cat asleep on two dogs on an armchair. Yes, it is Kath. It's Kath again. Two things you've sent me, Kath. You must be very rich. Are you rich, Kath? Oh, you are very... Oh, there's a nice smell on this card. I can't place that smell. Is it like lavender? Nice smell on there. And she writes, "Hi, Chris. I hope I find you well and you are not suffering too much with the snow." Well, actually, here in Royal Berkshire, we haven't had much snow at all. We had a day last week where I had a little bit of an accident. I slid, boys and girls, but no damage, fortunately. Talking of accidents, oh yes, I was just telling you about Ron. On the way back from the carvery on Tuesday afternoon, we're coming along this road, and this stupid woman pulled out of a side turning, and he narrowly avoided being hit in the side. We had to swerve right over on the other side of the road. Had there been something else coming, that would have been rather nasty. But this stupid woman pulled out of a side turning, and we were going one way. She came towards us on the side, and Ron had to pull right over the other side of the road to avoid her. And then she just drove off. Just drove off. I told him to go after her, take her number plate. Can you report people? How do you report a bad driver? You know, maybe someone that's been chasing you, or road rage incidents. How do you report that? Can you report people that are sitting on the phone while they're in the car? Or does that just not work? Does anyone know anything about that? Do let us know on the email, okay? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. So a narrow escape there. I'm lucky to be here today, I am. She said, "We've already had the snow gritters out here, and we're not even in December yet." Oh yeah, because she sent this on the 30th of November. "I've heard tales from the local people that have always lived in a village of snow being as high as the top of the hedges when they were children." Can you imagine that? I mean, I'm only short. I'm about 5'6", 5'7". I would disappear. I would disappear, boys and girls. And I don't know what would happen to the cat. Me and the cat would be underneath a snowdrift somewhere, and no one would care. No one cares. No one would care. She says, "If you can, if you can detect a scent on the tea towels," I knew it. I knew I could smell something on it. I could smell it on the card as well. She says, "Oh, is that what's in here? Tea towels? I haven't looked yet. Let's have a look." Let's have a look. Oh yes, tea towels. What does that say? Oh, Merry Christmas. Maybe I shouldn't open these yet. Oh no, I mustn't open them if it's a Christmas present. Yes, I can detect the scent on there. I'm not opening those because they're I don't open Christmas presents before Christmas. Terry Turner, one of my true friends, recently bought Travis Mitchell 2 presents. One for birthday, one for Christmas. Okay? Neither of these dates have arrived yet. And Travis Mitchell, his friend, has already opened the presents. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not on. That is not right. Christmas Day is the 25th of December, just in case you didn't know, Travis. Okay? And that's when you should open your gifts. Not now, then. And it's the same week. I don't know when your birthday is, Travis Mitchell, who does a show here with Terry Turner on Friday nights at 8 o'clock UK time, unitedkingdomradio.co.uk. They are the dates. You shouldn't open presents before that. It could be very, very unlucky. Do not open presents before Christmas. Don't agree with that at all. Not at all, no. Oh, it's only a few days away. Doesn't matter. It's not Christmas, okay? It's not Christmas. You can't be opening things before Christmas. Wait! For God's sake, this is just such an instant society, isn't it? I blame McDonald's. I absolutely blame McDonald's for all this. And the rudeness of people that go in these fast food places. And you see him standing at the front there with the baseball caps on and a gold chain round. Get me a burger and chips. I've never heard... I tell you what, there's a particular place that has got the rudest customers I have ever come across. Kentucky Fried Chicken in Clapham. Now, I don't eat that stuff. Okay? I used to go in there for an ice cream when they had in there a Mr. Whippy ice cream machine, but that's gone now, so don't go in there at all. But when I used to go in there, the customers are so rude, it's unbelievable. Always young males and young girls. Really rude to the staff. Most of the staff in there were Asian. Rude and racist to the staff in there. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Get me a big bucket and get me beans. Not, could I please have? Oh no, get me. Rudeness. And rudeness with opening Christmas presents, Travis Mitchell, before Christmas Day. You shouldn't do it. I remember years ago, one Christmas, and I was laying in bed, just a wee little boy of about 15. And I heard my dad come in and put the sack of gifts next to my bed. Well, I was up as soon as he disappeared, and I started going through them. And Mum came in and told me off. What you doing? And I had to get back to bed and go back to sleep, and I did not go in that pillowcase again. Now, they want the presents before Christmas, dear. It's wrong. It's wrong. So, you know, you open all your presents, I'll open that today. What happens when you get to Christmas Day? There's nothing left, because you've opened it all. You gotta restrict yourself, eh? Restrict yourselves. Don't open these things yet. Kath says, if you can detect a scent, I can, on the tea towels. Again, it's because I do what the people out in the East do and keep soap in the linen cupboards. The soap helps to draw out any damp there, maybe as well as making the linen smell nice. I remember my gran doing it also. Her things always smell of lavender. I just said that, didn't I? Best wishes and love from Kath. And as I say, another little picture on the card there of a cat right at the top there, sleeping on top of two dogs on a beautiful blue armchair. So thank you very much for that. I'm not going to open that parcel until Christmas Day. I know it's only tea towels, but that's not the point. Tea towels from someone I don't even know is a wonderful gift. Thank you very much, Kath. It's much appreciated. Now, here comes the postal address. If you want to send anything to any of the people here at United Kingdom Radio, you can do so. Just replace the top bar with the name of the presenter concerned. Okay? Followed by United Kingdom Radio. Here's the address. P.O. Box 4073. Bracknell. RG429ED. Okay? Once again, in my case, Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, RG429ED, United Kingdom. And they get there. Alright? Couple of messages coming in. Good morning to Vicky Gannon. Good morning, Vicky. Who says, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Vicky. May we guess what you are going to get Ron for Christmas? Thinking. How did you guess that, Vicky? I'm not even going to read it out. I'm not even going to read that out. Vicky, you're a mind reader, you are. How did you guess that? I mean, I gave no clue whatsoever, and you've guessed it. I won't say what it is, because he listens to this show sometimes. He says he doesn't, but I know he does. I reckon he sits there in his new BMW. Lovely car. Blooming uncomfortable in the back, I tell you. She says, will you be home on February the 5th to receive your birthday gifts, or will you still be on vacation? February the 5th, I will be back. Will I be here? Let me have a look. Yes, I will be here on February the 5th, Vicky. Thank you very much, darling. Good morning to Zach, who says, sorry I'm late. Well, we're sorry you're late as well, dear. Well, everyone's sorry that you're late. Everyone's sorry. Why are you late, Zach? Honestly, all this lateness going on today. Oh, God, look, it's funny. One of my closest friends is here, who I mentioned earlier. I didn't think he was here. Richard says, yes, you supposedly can report someone driving while on the telephone. There is a website to do this, but don't know what it is called. Once they have two separate reports, then they do something about it, okay? So you can actually report someone who's on the phone. So that is good. That's good. Righty. Let me see. Mikey Holt has written because on my Facebook, I've updated the what is it? The profile picture. You know, the first picture that you come to. I took one yesterday when I was in the swimming pool changing rooms, and Mikey Holt has put, I object to this picture. What's wrong with it then? I mean, it's not naked. All you can see is my head and my shoulders. That's it. You always kind of know when you see people with no top on, with only head and shoulders, you know they've got a bit of gut now, don't you? They're hiding a bit of fat down below. Otherwise, it would be a full frontal. But mine is just head and shoulders. I have a new Facebook profile. Feel free to leave your comments. My Facebook username is Chris Reardon UK, all right? Chris Reardon UK. Leave your comments no matter how nasty and bitter they are. Chris Reardon UK, my Facebook profile photo. Now, the reason I've got that on there is because I found a new function on my iPhone. As you know, boys and girls, I now have an iPhone 4, which I'm getting used to and much enjoying using it, to be honest. Various little bits and pieces on there. I have recently downloaded some new applications, including Cultures. Cultures is a little iPad app, right? And it's world customs, and you've got a list of all these countries here, okay? And you click on a country, say for example Australia, right, where I'm going, and greetings, okay? And it says, man greeting man. A firm handshake is common, informal and oh, hang on, I've just moved it now. A firm handshake is common in formal and business situations. A simple nod of acknowledgement works in less formal situations. Women greeting women. A handshake is common, again. A nod is common, and it's very similar. And sometimes a kiss on the cheek. A little kiss on the cheek. Do you know what? I hate that kissing on the cheek where they do both of them. What's all that about? Don't get it. It says greetings between men and women. Handshake again, nod of the head. And between good friends and family, a single kiss on the cheek tends to be the norm. So it looks like I'm going to get a lot of kissing over there now. Good, about time. And it's got various different things that are the norm in Australia. It's got taboos, extending the middle finger is rude, and sexist or racist language is also highly disdained. And all sorts of things. And it's got all these countries on there. And what to do when you're in these countries. So that's a new app that I've downloaded. Where's the other ones now? Let me see. I've also downloaded, and this will really make the young people among you will be disgusted with the fact that I have downloaded original Pac-Man. Pac-Man, we love it. And also a virtual piano, which is rather marvellous. Look at this virtual piano. Well, shall I play you a Christmas tune? Let's play a Christmas tune. Anyway, there we are. Little piano. Wonderful. And it does do 2 notes at the same time. And you can go up and down the scale, you see. By moving a bar along the top there. And again, at the other end. Wonderful. And it's free. I love these free apps. So, oh, what's that? Is it 11:45 already? Oh, I'm going to have to stop that. I'll talk about me apps on the next show. Because we've got some... emails to do. Where Zach says, I'm late because I'm officially ended high school. Oh, you don't all go out and get drunk for that, do you? I do hope not. Please don't get drunk, dear. Right, now, I managed to get Jennifer's... Was it Jennifer's email? Vicky's email. Now, you remember... We were trying to read Vicky's email on Tuesday's show... But the... hello to everyone in Wrexham. Everyone in Wrexham in Wales is with us as well. Danny and the crew down there in Wrexham. Hello, lads. Okay. Vicky wrote an email about the delivery problems that I had with my new orange iPhone. A company called DP... was it DP... Oh, DP... DPD deliveries. DPD deliveries. Not impressed. Okay, not impressed. I shall in future do my best not to use them. So I'm going to read this email out again in its entirety because there were bits missing, as you remember. All right. And Vicky says, "Hi, Chris. Oh, by the way, reading this out on my iPhone. I'm reading an email out on my iPhone. Hi, Chris. I was just listening to your show on Thursday, the 2nd of December. And the problems you had with the delivery of your new iPhone. I've been very lucky with 2 the delivery services in my area, UPS and FedEx, and wondered if you'd just been unlucky or if DPS had a less than stellar reputation in a general sort of way." She says, "Well, nothing scientific about this, but with just a few quick keystrokes, and I found this website." And it's www... I haven't given you the address. I'll give it in a minute. Oh, yes, I have. www.trustpilot.co.uk/review/www.dpd.co.uk. She says, as of tonight, there are 127 customer reviews of DPS. I don't think this is the same company as I used, but and she said the average rating is 1.8 out of a possible score of 10. I mean, you wouldn't want to use them, would you? She says, at least you're not alone in this. Enjoy your new phone. I never used many features on my old phone, but the iPhone makes everything so easy that you can't help but get a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I'm finding that. I'm picking up this phone all the time and doing something. It's a wonderful little gadget. It really is. She said, just make sure to update the software as needed. If you miss an update, that can cause the phone to behave a little oddly. Well, I think I've missed updates all my life, to be honest. I mean, I'm a very odd person, as you know. Also, you asked about accidents while driving on snow and ice. I've been very lucky. Some of the trips home from work have been harrowing, but I've always gotten home in one piece. One time I got backed up in snow and ice traffic jam on the way home from work, and a trip that should have taken 45 minutes took 2.5 hours. Oh, I've had one of those. Yeah, years ago, I was working at a little club in Norwich doing some DJing, The Loft, and I left there at 2 o'clock. I should have been home at 4. I got home at 7:30 in the morning. Yes. She says, it was snow mixed with ice, which kept building up on the windshield. So I cranked up the heat and turned the blower on as high as it would go to try and keep the ice at bay. Clumps of ice would still manage to form on the tip of the windshield wipers, and for a while it looked like I had a golf ball attached to the end of one of the wipers. I was finally able to exit the highway and I saw my chance. I couldn't stand it anymore and had to get out of the car and pull that damn ice ball off the end of the wiper. There was a sign on the bridge saying not to park there, but I had reached the end of my rope, and the cold air felt so good after being stuck in the car for all that time. Yeah, I find that, don't you? I mean, cars, once the engine's warmed up, they do heat up very quickly, and it's lovely to actually get out at the other end, even though it's cold, and just for for those first few seconds, smell the fresh air, especially if it's night time, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Smell the fresh air that rushes in from outside. By the time I finished scraping off the ice, 3 or 4 other cars had also parked on the bridge and were likewise trying to get the ice off in preparation for the rest of the journey home. I ended up with a terrible head cold a few days later, no doubt from spending all that time in the car with the heat blasting in my face. Yeah, I don't think it does very good, actually, having your heating on all the time. Although saying that, Tuesday was very cold here, and I had the heating on all night. All night! Can you believe that? I had the heating all night! Shocking. We've not had any snow here yet. This is where Jennifer is, but I guess it's only a matter of time. Just had my snow tyres put on the car yesterday. I've never seen snow tyres. I must make a note of that and have a look. Snow tyres. I was listening to the radio last night on the way home, and apparently you can buy snow socks. Literally, and they're like socks. I think they're called snow socks or tyre socks. And you actually, not like chains, they're very easy to put on. You simply put them over the tyres and can drive on snow on them. So I can have a look for those, see how much they are. They'd be very useful to me, I tell you. Does anyone know about those snow tyres or snow socks, something like that? Let us know on the email, okay? Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. She says, just had my snow tyres put on the car yesterday, so I guess I'm ready for winter, as I'll ever be. But one thing still worries me, the deer. Bad enough to have lots of deer in the neighbourhood, but the idea of a deer leaping out in front of me with snow on the road, it wouldn't stand a chance, would it? That's the thing. The worst thing you can do in snow is to press hard on the brakes. That will send you out of control, and there's no worse feeling when you're driving than to be sliding and not be able to steer into the slide, much like you described in your drive last week home from work the other night. Yeah. I know about braking on the snow, and believe me, I didn't touch the brakes. Didn't touch the brake because you just slide. But still, the car did not go where I wanted it to go. I'd come off the gas, slowed down, turned the thing. It just would not go what way I wanted it to. She says, and then there was the story in the local newspaper the other day about the fact that the deer are in mating season now. Oh, I don't want to see any of that. Oh, no, thank you. I don't understand why they have to show that on these wildlife programmes. Animals doing it. Oh, God. 2 deers and elephants. Oh, it's not nice, love. Is it? I mean, there's plenty of websites if you want to go and look at that sort of thing, dear. She says, deer are in mating season now and are making even less sense than usual. Sex-crazed animals running in the middle of a road in a snowstorm. What a nightmare. On that note, I'll wrap up this letter and say goodbye for now. Sorry for not writing in the last few weeks, but I think I'm finally getting back on track now. Best wishes from Vicky. So thank... Sex-crazed animals. It's like working in some of the clubs that I'm in, I'll tell you that now. Terrible. People they can't keep control anymore, can they? God's sake. Thank you, Vicky. Lovely to hear from you. Let's see, anything coming in at the moment that I need to clear up? I don't know what Zach's writing about here. Is this supposed to be a joke? Person 1, I just thought about how awesome my iPhone is again. Person 2, this is an odd drinking game. Person 3, no, he's just obsessed. No, we don't get that. Zach, you're writing in, I think you're writing in riddles there, mate. You're writing in riddles there, mate. You've been on the old booze, you've been on the grog, haven't you? That's the trouble after finishing school like that. Vicky says snow tyres have deeper treads and are made of a slightly softer rubber material. I didn't know that. They give a better grip on the road but have to be changed out and only used in the winter because they wear down faster than the regular ones. Safe travels, everyone. Oh, I didn't know that. But I've heard of these things called tyre socks or something like that. Not quite sure. Hello to Susan, our cat lover. Now, I must have missed this email because I found this on the system when I was clearing out my emails. Do you ever do that now and again? I clear out the emails, or at least go through them and take out what should have perhaps been read out. I'm just trying to check that I haven't missed anything out for today's show. I think that's all right. Okay. Anyway, Susan writes, "Hi Chris, I still listen to every one of your shows. This is the first email I've sent on my phone. In a few months, I am buying a laptop, so things should get back to normal." Well, I do hope so, dear Susan. You are greatly missed. We want some more stories about those beautiful animals that you keep. All right? Thank you, Susan. Still love your show. Gotta go. All right, leave me. Leave me. They all leave eventually, you see. They all leave me eventually. Thank you, Susan. Hello to, you don't say your name, one of the people that listens to the show via Live 365. Hello, I'm a teacher from Argentina. Hope you get better, mate. Take care of yourselves. Cheers. Yeah, better now. Actually, the voice is going a bit. Have you noticed that? Throughout the show, it's getting harder and harder to speak. Huh? Zach says, I can't escape the riddles. Everyone says I talk in riddles, even though what I say totally makes sense. Well, maybe to you. We ain't got a clue what you're talking about, Zach. Not a clue. It was funny seeing you waste that radio there. Waste that radio? He's doing it again. Waste that radio? What do you mean, waste that radio? They all leave, but the new ones come in. Oh, everyone leaves eventually, Zach. I'm one of those people, you know, when you go out for a drink with someone and you're sitting there and they say, oh, I'm just going to the toilet, and they don't come back. I've sat there for hours waiting for people to return from the toilet. Terrible, isn't it? Why don't they just say, I'm not interested? I mean, it won't be the first time, let's be honest. Hello to Ian Duff, regular correspondent and listener to all the presenters here. Who was talking about the show that was on Saturday. He says, good show on Saturday. Please don't worry about how your ears look. I don't. Do I worry about my ears? When have I ever said I'm worried about my ears? I don't remember saying that. Did I? He says they are fine. By the way, you can pick up signals from outer space. Oh, I wish I could. Wouldn't that be fantastic if I was one day sitting here doing a show and then suddenly a message from outer space came through and said, would you like to come and visit my planet? And I'd say I've probably already been here, dear. I'm always on another planet, you know that. Have I missed any? I don't want to miss anyone out. I'm sorry, I'm being very careful not to miss anyone out today. Lee Mills apparently is turning up for a show today. Well done, Lee. There's a lot of people here turning up when they feel like it. Where is the dedication? Come on. Don't give me excuse. Don't want excuses. Bit of dedication. That's all we ask. Talking of dedication, 2 more dedicated people will be with you later. Here on UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk on Thursdays, we have at 3 o'clock Martin Pitchford, who was too busy last Thursday, wasn't he? He should be here at 3 o'clock. I can't promise you. And the wonderful Mike Cullen at 8 o'clock UK time on Thursday night. 2 more people coming with you. Lee Mills is at 12. Click the watch button. Thursday, 12 o'clock, UnitedKingdomRadio.co.uk. And finally, a quick message here from Jennifer. Sorry, Chris, I have sinned. I have not been listening to your show. I've been busy with the holidays this year. I had a Christmas party. Oh, I hate those, don't you? All those people that you don't really want to be with in one place. I've been travelling back and forth to Oklahoma and working with books and the cookie tree, and my computer died. Dear me. The hard drive died, costing me about $200. Poor lady. I just wanted you to know that I have not forsaken you. I have been very conscious about neglecting my desire to listen. I will be writing you a longer letter. So thank you. Thank you. Lots of love from Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Time for me to go. I'll be back with you again Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock UK time. Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock UK time. Email address to the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. You have a good day. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.